I'm better doing it to the right side for some reason. Fuck! Hello people and welcome to Nico Evaluates Castlevania. So it will be a team month of Nico Evaluates and Castlevania is the one you chose. We're gonna go as long as we can and possibly continue at a later point if you like this. So let's see how Castlevania 1 stands out from the other NES games that were available. Of course, everyone's waiting for Castlevania 2, but we ought to get this one out of the way first. I never played Castlevania 1 that much. I didn't have it as a kid. I maybe tried it once or twice at a friend's house, but that was pretty much it. I played the crap out of Castlevania 3 and that's the game I know the best. So let's see if we analyze the game. See how it holds up. Let's just get right into it. The title screen is a bit poor. The castle on the right looks like two snake heads. I don't know, it's just the colors and everything, it's just not very appealing. Then again, you have to remember it's 87. So quite early in the NES library. Can't really fault the game for that. It's nice that the game has a demo mode, so if you just put the game in, you wait for a couple of seconds here, it's gonna play a demo of the game. Some kind of an AI playing through it, like here. Just showcasing the game, I suppose. And there's no music, which is nice. Don't need music in the demo. Okay, let's get into it. Castlevania, huh? Fuck me. It's very iconic. Looking at the castle from behind the gate, a very nice thing indeed. Oh right, I think I remember this now. If you watch the demo first, and then you go into the game has no music. I remember this now. Oh my, so let's see if he reads it. Push start. Let's see if it works now. That's kind of strange. Yeah, there we go. Huh. That's a good start. Alright. I just locked up the time because time in any fucking game. No, just don't do it. Especially this game, and I'm gonna explain why time doesn't make any sense. What comes to Castlevania. It'll become very clear why I despise time in these kind of games. Bats are nice in the background, the cloud and everything. So, game looks kind of like garbage. The background, it's kind of like just a mess of green garbage. I mean, what the fuck is that? It's supposed to be trees or something, but it just looks very cheap. Don't have tippy-toe like in Mega Man, but we don't need it in this game. It does very well without it. Jumping, you cannot control your jump after you've jumped, so if you jump forward like this, there's no way for you to align yourself. When you commit to a jump, that is it. That works fine for Castlevania though, and it plays into the overall mechanics very nicely. Your whip has a long animation, so you can't just press the button and expect things to die. You really have to think about how you do it and how to use your whip. Depends where you hit it. It's kind of vanishing in the air. If you're too close to the edge, the whip just goes away. Huh, never noticed that, but that's something they could have fixed. Wow, I never noticed that before. And you wrap around from the other side, which is common in NES games. And the statue looks like garbage as well. What the fuck is that? Walking cycle looks like he shat his pants, but I'm gonna give it a pass. The neck is kinda bending really strangely, but I like how the sprite, it pops up because it's orange, and pretty much nothing else here is orange, at least so far, so it has a nice way of distinguishing yourself from the background. And already, talking this much, we would have run out of time already, so I'm glad I can disable that with a Game Genie code. And let me explain why the time is a bad idea. Castlevania is a game where you want to take your time. It's a game where you want to strategize your next move. Every move you have to carefully plan out. That's Castlevania. You don't just go head in and ram into things, you're gonna get killed. So by adding time, you're kinda neglecting your own game design. Because then you're telling the player to hurry, but if they hurry, they'll get their ass handed to them. So it's really needless. Don't have time. I'm gonna talk about this some more when you get to the game, so you better, so you have a better understanding of what I mean. And Castlevania has a hard-on for these, well, torches and flames that you hit to get items. Now we just powered up our whip. And basically just don't walk past any flame or torch because you'll miss on hearts. Now, the strange thing to me was always that when you die, pretty much the first 5 torches will give you back your fully powered whip. So having the whip in the first place being weak as hell to getting fully powered after just 3 to 5 torches is a bit redundant, don't you think? Like, why even have an upgradable whip if the next few torches are gonna upgrade it anyway? So why not just have a random chance for the whip to occur from a torch rather than just the first few torches upgrading the whip right away? It kind of neglects the whole idea of upgrading the whip. It doesn't make any sense. Like, let's see, if I reset the game now, it's gonna be the same every time. I don't know if it's torch based or something else, but if we look at this here, we have our normal whip. Let's go past these torches here, whip this one. Already there's an upgrade. We go to this one, hearts, and dagger. So it might be... Nope, there we go. So let's go past all of these torches and check whether the game gives the whip based on the specific torch, or if it gives us the whip based on if we don't have it. So let's whip this. There's an upgrade. Go past all of these. Let's hit the next one. Money. Hearts. Hearts. And there's the whip. So really, you just take a couple of steps and then you already have the best whip in the game. That's kinda shitty. And why even make it a collectible then? It doesn't make any sense. So what if we took all of these? That's the heart every time, so that's the dagger. So I think the torches are made in a way that if you don't have the best whip, some torches will give it to you and some just don't. But most of the torches here in the game will give the best whip to you anyway. Especially if you just died, the checkpoint will most likely have the 3 torches in a row that will give you the best whip. So upgrading the whip in this game doesn't make any sense to me. It just should... like, the mechanic should be there, but not like this. I like upgrading the whip, but it doesn't make any sense. Just give us a 2. So what's the point? Well, that's the whip. Disgust. I do like the atmosphere, the music is really great. Now we already have the best whip. So hearts, usually in games, are for health, but in this game they are actually... I did not know that. If you skip the door you get the money. 4 points, of course. Usually hearts in the games are for health, but in this game they are for ammo, which is kinda ass backwards. I never understood what the idea was behind that. So that's a clock power up, and if you hold down and press fire, you'll freeze time. Now, right now we have the dagger, which is just a dagger. It's great and works well, killing enemies. So if we go back now, we've discussed most of the important things we have to discuss. Your basic enemies, they just come at your location, nothing strange there. If you jump over, they will just keep going. I said if you jump over. Well, they'll keep going anyway. Knockback is the biggest hazard in this game. Most likely you won't die to damage, you'll probably die to a pit or something like that. But that's the biggest problem you have when you play Castlevania. Really the frustrating thing about this game. Even going up ladders, look at this walking cycle. It's like hopping on one foot. It's really awkward. And you can't jump from a ladder. That's the other big fault of this game. Can't jump off a ladder and the knockback. And because of the knockback and because of the ladders being like this, why the fuck would you add time? Like, come on. So now, got another weapon here. Which, again, if you use your brain, can be really nice. And most of the time they give you really nice power-ups depending on the level. And if you hit the ground in certain spots, you can uncover chickens or other point-based item crabs. Which is a nice thing to give to the player every now and then. Make it a bit more interesting, I suppose. The game does look better inside than it does outside for the moment. I really like the way when you hit things, it makes that sound. It really feels like you're hitting shit. And when your whip is so slow to activate, it really emphasizes the fact. It's really nice. I'm not sure what the fuck this is all about. There's nothing here. Kinda pointless. Unless I just whipped a torch or something I didn't notice, but still, that's very strange. Not the best level layout there is. Whenever you touch a door, this happens slowly. Transitions to the next area, not a huge problem, just makes you wait. And if you jump straight up, you can't control your jump anymore. You just jump straight up. There's nothing you can do after that. There's also a way to jump backwards like that. Doesn't come in handy that much. I don't think I've ever used it in any real situation, but you could technically jump backwards like this and whip back. So you quickly tap right and then jump. If you do it just right, you're able to jump backwards. And that way you can avoid enemies by jumping back and then hitting them. Usually though, it's so hard to do that it's not really viable to use in any kind of real situation. Let's try it here, see what happens. No, see how difficult that is. It's really probably not even supposed to happen. I don't think that's intended. I'm better doing it to the right side for some reason. Fuck! Oh, well, there we go, but well, it kind of worked. As you can see, it's really fun. Once you get it down, maybe you can utilize it in some ways. Even throw some holy water or whatever the fucking flame is, the flame weapon. Do it like this, like that. Yeah, look at that, that's really fun. There's a chicken here. I'm not gonna know all of the secrets in this game because I just didn't play it that much. But I know some things. You just luckily drop down these gaps. Reminds me of the velocity problem in Mega Man 1. When you drop down, it just falls down like a rock. Could be falling down slower. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Oh! I think the bats still keep coming if you're this close to the edge. They should prevent that from happening. Oh, they did. Even if you face... Usually the bats come out the way you face, but here... If you're close to the edge, they actually do change sides, which is nice. But if you're here... then they come from the left. That's very nice, it's nicely done, okay. I did not realize that. Okay, there we go, that's nice. That'll work out. I kinda hate... Well, I also hate how the torches come back when you reset the room. It's kinda like it defeats the whole purpose of collecting points. Because then you just could get a million points per stage by just resetting a room. So really, the torches coming back... not a big fan. That's also the NES is doing, but I think there are ways to prevent that from happening. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Really nice enemies, they pop up before it's too late. They don't pop up and just outright kill you, you have time to see what they're doing. It's really nice. As well, now we can freeze time and see what that looks like. just pretty much free range for time being. You can kill the enemies with ease. I don't think I've ever seen one of these guys jump straight at you. Like I don't, if you're standing still, I don't think they ever jump from below you. I don't think they do. Yeah, it's nicely done, this one as well. And you wanna crouch in case they shoot fire. Which they probably don't have time to do. Unless you go here and just let them get to you. Yeah, it's really pointless. Oh, you can't even dodge it by crouching. That kinda sucks. Have to jump. They probably don't have any time to even fire those flames at you because of this layout here. Maybe these enemies are elsewhere as well, where they do get their shots in. I don't know what this is here. Oh, it's another one of these secrets. Just for points. I guess the time is there to prevent you from farming as well. So I guess that's one of the things. But really, what does it even matter? If you wanna farm, then just farm. But really, the time doesn't work well because it's more like a strategic platformer, so the time being there just makes you wanna rush. And for the sake of the evaluation, I just really don't see any point in having a time in. And here, don't go to the left because you'll have to repeat all of that. I'm not sure why this is even possible. I guess just check if you're dumb enough to go there. Then you're probably gonna have a real problem with time running out. Alright. Oh, I see. Invincibility. That's nice. So the first level here, not too punishing as it shouldn't be. Just a really nice pacing going on here. And that's one of the problems in this game. Whenever you wanna use the special weapon near a ladder or stairs, you just keep going up, because you're trying to fire the weapon, but you keep grabbing the ladder. So, it's one problem we're gonna encounter here. When you combine buttons like that, you're gonna run into problems. So here we have the first boss. Can't go in the door before it's killed. Fires shots in your location. And does that. That's pretty much it. You do want to kill it fast, because dodging this thing is a bit hard. He's a lot faster than you when he wants to. There's probably a save spot here or something. But, really not needed. It depends how you move in the room. Like if you corner yourself, yeah, you're fucked. It's just not a great time. Luckily, got your special weapons which will get rid of this guy fast. And I like the way he pauses every time you hit him. Like he does that boosh, and he's still for a while. Just emphasizes the fact that you did damage. That's really nice. Nice way of showcasing it. What you wanna do is just keep jumping up here as much as you can to lure it to just sweep the air up there instead of coming down here. In which case you probably have more problems. But you just want to keep jumping, pretty much. Try to time your jump on the sweep. There we go. So he'll never come down if you're good enough with that. Oh, the hitbox sucked. Well, that was the hitbox did suck, and it sends you back some ways. So you have to deal with getting through the level again, so you can upgrade your whip and all that. But pretty much, only thing you're gonna want to do is to jump like this. It's a nice boss, I think. Good first level boss. And I think we got all of the basics down, so we might just go ahead and kill him. There's a way to kill this guy in like, what, 2 seconds or something? I'm not really sure. I never speedrun the game, but there's really a fast way to kill him. Might be with the flames or something. Don't quote me on that, because I really don't know. I'm just here to evaluate the game as a casual player. I'm not here to check any speedrun strategies or something like that. That's really nice though. And you still have to collect the orb, so if you run out of time after that, well, I'll do it again. But this will replenish your health. I'm not sure why you need to take it, like why is that a thing? But they also did it in Mega Man 1, so I guess I can forgive them for that. It's just doesn't make that much sense. And you have to wait for that. It's gonna remove all of your hearts and the time from you and convert it to score. Who cares, right? Then you got this map dipped in shit. Just an awful looking map there. Does its purpose though? Well, if you agree on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. Hope you'll enjoy the Castlevania month. Catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching another Nico Evaluates. Join us in Discord to talk about Mega Man, White Bread, and the neighbor's dog. Impact the show in my Patreon, or just throw a few bucks if you wanna buy me coffee. Check out our merch at teespring.com/store/Snupster and get my quotes on your shirt. Or if those don't interest you, you can always just leave a comment or just keep watching. I'll catch you on the next one.